I just can't do my normal intro for this one. I just can't, because like normally when I do my videos, I'm all like, hello, happy, like I want to talk to you, and I'm really excited because I like doing like my videos. But today, what I'm talking about, like, I just can't do it because it's horrible. It's really really horrible. And if I laugh nervously or smile awkwardly, it's because the subject matter is like, it's terrible, and I'm extremely upset about it. Way back in the dark ages of 2007, I was a relatively active lurker on a website called Encyclopedia Dramatica, because it sort of started as a way of cataloguing drama that was happening on LiveJournal, and that's a whole other story we ain't getting into today. The nuts and bolts of it is that that year was the year I was introduced to Chris Chan, aka Christian Weston Chandler, aka Christine Weston Chandler. Like, this is a saga 14 years in the making, and I do not have the like hours and hours and hours of time to go through the entirety of Christery. You see, that's what we call documenting the history of good old CWC. Now, look, Chris, it was fine going by Chris. I am going to use they them pronouns for Chris, just to not offend anyone. Not that, because it's a saga. But Chris was born Christopher Weston Chandler. His parents changed the name. I'm sorry if I mess up. Their name to Christian Weston Chandler, and Chris now identifies as a tomgirl. And again, that's another thing. But the small thing of it is that now goes by the name Christine Weston Chandler and identifies as female on documentation. However, there's a thing. So, what it's too complicated to explain in this little video that I'm going to try and keep under 20 minutes, and failing drastically by the second. Chris came to the attention of the website due to some bullies, I suppose. Chris was an awkward, like, autistic person who did their own, like, Sonic the Hedgehog / Pikachu fan comic known as Sonichu. I highly recommend the Sonichu audio books to get you through the entire saga, because they at least make it like an entertaining read. And Chris sort of weren't picking on him. Well, partly they were picking on him, I suppose, because he was autistic, but also because he started to include people from his real life in his comic, and it was really cringe and really awkward. And one of the people he included was a friend of his called Megan, and then he drew fan art of himself and Megan having relations, and then like uploaded it to the internet, and to say the least, she wasn't very happy, which is very understandable. Because Chris, autistic may he be, I myself am neurodivergent. Chris is not a good person. Chris has never been a good person, and it has nothing to do with his autism. And again, I apologise, I've slipped on the pronouns. No, no pussycats on my camera stand. No. Right, I'm doing my video. Oh, go on then. No, not on the fridge. Chris has done a number of terrible things, and again, this would take a lifetime to explain. There's 14 years worth of horrible things that Chris has done. Highlights include, like being arrested for assault and battery, being like banned from like his local mall because he was really upset because Sonic's arms were changed from skin coloured to blue, so he went into a game shop and like destroyed like a display and then maced an employee of the store because he was upset with about Sonic the Hedgehog's design sort of levels. Okay, so just to get an idea of this kind of thing, like previously had slightly tried to run someone over. Again, nervous laughter. And Chris. Oh, Chris. I've like kept tabs on Chris over the years. I'm a forever lurker. I've always been around, but like I have never like actively participated in discussions in places like the old IRC chat, or on what is now Kiwi Farms, which is like the forum that sprang to life from the original Quickie forums, because there's an entire Wikipedia about Chris. CWC KI Quickie Wikipedia. It is actually marketing genius. I was most active on the image boards, going back in time to 789. That's where I used to hang around anyway. So I was always like active but not participating in things, but I was always aware of everything that was happening as it was happening, and just collecting all of the data in my head, and then slowly realizing that I was autistic from watching like the like he would do something really stupid and you just be like, oh god damn it Chris, what did you do this time? What stupid thing did you do this time? It got to the point where people became sort of his guardians, like people who were highly involved in the trolling side of things sort of became a shield, almost like they had access to his emails and like social media and things like that, and they'd sort of protect him from like weens and try and keep him from like falling for some scam, like the time he got tricked into running off his PlayStation. The man in the pickle suit fooled him again. So when I'd heard that Chris had been arrested, I was like, oh god damn it Chris, what did you do this time? Chris, what did you do? What did you do, Chris? And I headed over to Reddit first rather than lolcow, because it was on my mobile, and then I saw why Chris had been arrested. I was like, not prepared for this, not emotionally prepared for this at all. Like, if you're completely unfamiliar with Chris, I don't even know why you're watching this, but like, I'm sort of hoping that people who do know Chris will be watching this and they'll just like understand the certain things. But like, my point is that I've been around like following the saga of Chris since the beginning, and I never and knowing all of the terrible things that Chris has done, and I know people. I've went through it. I went through the phase where I felt sorry for Chris, and then he did something horrible again, and I was like, yep, this is. I remember now. Not a good person. So Chris has been arrested for having relations with his mother, who is 80, who has dementia. And then he told people about it on the internet and spoke about it like she was his girlfriend. Like he danced around the topic of who his girlfriend was. It's like, I have a girlfriend. She's over 50. I've known her for a long time. She's known me for a long time. I know her son. He described things that he did to people on the internet. He described things that he did, and then like confirmed it in like an audio phone call. And the internet people who like had been involved in this were like, we have to go to the police. So Chris has been arrested. His mother's been taken to hospital. There was he was removed from the house, and there was a protection order issued where he wasn't supposed to have contact with his mother, and then he withdrew $750 from her bank account, obviously. Now, so Chris has been arrested, and the specific charge of incest is like incest with a child or grandchild, because they didn't have like a thing in the filing system for like incest. You abused your 80-year-old dementia suffering mother. Like, I am shook. Like, I never ever thought Chris would actually do something like that. And I was around again for the whole Nick Bate situation from the beginning, because I was active on the image boards, and I was part of the first round of people who attempted to contact Nick's mother and inform her about the abuse that he put on his younger sister. And then it was another 3 or 4 years before his sister came forward, and he was actually prosecuted for it. Like, I never thought that Chris would become Nick Bate. He's done some horrible stuff, but this is like, if you've read the transcript, it's really shocking. I mean, I was like, I've done a bit of nervous laughter over it, because like obviously it's a really, really shocking thing that's happened, and it's like, how do you process this? Like, mentally, how do you process this? Like, I know things about that man that I wish I did not know. So Chris's mother, Barbara, is in hospital. Chris is in jail. Won't have bail. And we're just going to have to see what happens with that. Apparently, the arrest was recorded through just chance. It was recorded. The case will be highly documented, far more highly documented than the Nick bait case was, and if you're not familiar with that, then you're going to have to do your own googling on that one, because I don't actually have the energy to rehash that after what Chris has done. So it's that my cooldown is in effect, and it's going to take a while for me to recharge that one.